I always wanted to feel what one of these cars feel like.
Oh, cool. First time in a Tesla?
Yeah.
Well, this one is one of the Teslas that has the full autonomy, the full AI.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah. It's waiting now, and then here we go.
Oh my god.
I'm here as kind of like its coach to catch it if it goofs and to make sure it doesn't do anything too wonky, but generally it's really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this blue line is basically its intention, where it's going along the path. And it'll turn on its signal and hop into the turn lane here.
Wait, but are you manipulating the gas and the brake?
No.
Oh, it's doing all that as well?
It's doing all of it.
That's awesome.
It should handle this left turn just fine. A little shaky there, but there it goes. Wild, right?
That's a very fancy setup. Are you like streaming in the car?
So I have a YouTube channel that covers Tesla's full self-driving capability.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. And then the reaction of customers and how the system performs, you know, as an actual taxi, as an autonomous
taxi.
thing. Or RoboTaxi, as the community likes to call it.
So in the future, I just click the button, and then instead of human, there's just a holographic projection to make me feel comfortable.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I think it would be funny if there was a type of auditory component, like the car could speak to you like Jarvis to Iron Man or Siri or Alexa or something.
The first speaking car comes to mind is that, have you seen Rick and Morty?
Oh, of course. Yeah, the spaceship.
That spaceship. It's like, immediately, like, you know, do not resist, you're being transported.
Yep.
Must protect, insert name here.
Yes. That would be hilarious.
I am a big fan of those, you know, artificial intelligences.
Tesla doesn't take the geofenced approach. You know, we don't use a bunch of LiDAR and other sensors and have a certain mapped area. These vehicles are expected to act like we do, which is you've got some cameras and a brain. Now go interpret the world and execute.
I mean, that's kind of how we do it. I'm more or less curious whether or not the Teslas actually take the input from the drivers and actually could learn on that. You know, like learn an algorithm, like it memorizes what you're doing in this certain situation. It's like, this is
kind of like a shadow mode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like what the human does, and human didn't crash. Therefore, I should follow that procedure for that particular situation.
So Tesla's approach, given we have, I think, around 500,000 vehicles now in the US and Canada that are using this system, and over time, everybody who disengages, it's taking that information back and figuring out why. And now, you know, depending on the situation, we can actually send a little voice message that attaches to that recording to maybe describe the situation, whether you took over for preference or you felt the vehicle wouldn't act fast enough, whatever it might be. And then eventually over simulation plus real world data and future updates, it'll come with those corrections, kind of like updating a video game.
Yeah, I mean, no, that is very video gaming. I'm actually curious whether or not the Teslas could communicate with one another and form, like, you know, the hive mind of Teslas.
Yeah.
To be like, hey guys, this is neat trick I learned, check it out, and, like, you know, kind of spreads the information to the whole cars.
How's it felt for you? It's been self-driving since we left your neighborhood.
Honestly, you've been acting it very well, like, you know, having the arms near the
yeah,
it's like honestly, it's fine. Just do it. The self-driving cars are sufficiently capable of driving. They're not very capable of reacting to the changes in the drive environment, right?
Especially
like
dealing with other human drivers.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Humans are very unpredictable. We do be doing some crazy stuff.
Oh, and right here's a great example. I get a lot of impatient humans that want to try to jump ahead in this little merge. And looks like we've got a decent brake behind this Toyota, but how's it going to handle this? So we're coming in. Oh, it asserted itself. It said, give me that spot.
Yeah, it's a bit aggressive.
That was actually more aggressive than I was expecting.
Did it learn from you?
No, I'm more reserved than I was in my younger years.
Oh, really?
I cruise around 70 on the highway because that's better energy efficiency and such. And I give myself more distance because I see so much stupidity on the road that I'd rather let people go.
Oh, a bit of an issue. It cannot identify the...
Yeah, it just sees two separate
Yeah,
trucks.
it sees two separate
It'll actually,
trucks.
as it moves, it may even put it into one semi or a bus.
Yeah,
It's actively
that's
trying to figure out what it is.
It not really edge case, probably.
Yeah, the specificity of a trailer system like that is pretty unique. But at least it sees two large objects. Oh, it
And
thinks there's a
it's
motorcycle.
motorcycle there in
Oh, that was
between.
interesting. And here it's deciding to go right on red once it's clear. Little rocky, but there it goes.
That is so cool though.
That is freaky.
Isn't it?
And I thought I was riding high with mine that just stayed in between the lines when I was on the freeway.
Yep. Most of my concerns with the system have been less around safety and more so just around it being reliable, like not missing its chance or because it's not aggressive enough getting over or something, and then we go on a wild goose chase. Because in the sense of being a taxi, it needs to be reliable. It needs to get you to your destination without wasting your time.
Yeah.
Like right now, it needs to choose to get over pretty quickly here. We're running out of road. Hopefully I don't have to take over. There you go. There you go. Do it, do it, do it. Get over. Way too close. But it did it.
Though, yeah. Wow, it's like an entirely glass ceiling.
Yup.
Is that normal for
It needs a
Tesla?
bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
It
the
needs
same
a
way.
bath.
We almost got in that one.
Oh yeah, that's the Model Y. Yeah, these things make this line of work a lot of fun because a lot of people get in first time. It's like a little amusement park. It's like, oh my gosh, it's a Tesla.
Car yesterday, we're like, wow,
Yeah,
this is fun.
riding all the nice cars this
Right.
week. It's a weird steering wheel too.
Yeah, this is
getting used to.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, as much as I drive, I was used to it within the first couple of days.
Sure.
But very early on, there were some misfires. You know, like try to grab it and totally miss the top.
Are all of them like that?
No, this is aftermarket. I put
Oh.
this in.
Oh, okay.
This car comes with a regular wheel. The newest Model S's and X's actually came with a yoke style like this. And when it became an aftermarket option, I jumped on it because I love it. It's actually really comfortable.
It's like a gaming system.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it looks like you're playing an arcade game.
Uh-huh. My whole life.
Does it have like
yeah.
the
I have the
driver
well, I mean, my
assist
sister
on?
and I both have
The
those.
whole
Is that
trip
what
is
you meant?
autonomous.
She's
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
embodies.
Since
like,
we left
older
the
sister
area,
vibe.
the car's been driving itself.
Like, let me tell you what to do.
I just took over to get us into this
I know
parking
how to
lot.
fix this.
That's good enough that most people don't even realize.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the trip?
It was great, thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome to your first RoboTaxi ride. That whole trip was autonomous.
Cool.
What?
So, yeah, I was just supervising.
I was wondering why you didn't have your hands on the steering wheel at one point, and I was like,
Yeah, I took over just to take us into the parking lot because that portion isn't really ready yet. That's why you kind of felt that little jerk.
I was wondering what was happening.
Yeah, that was that portion.
oh my gosh.
All right.
Crazy.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy to share that with you.
Yeah.
Just hold the button on top of the handle there and push the door to get out.
Okay, thanks.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Do you have a charging station at home?
I wish I did. I have to street park, so
I see. Yes.
I have to rely on the Tesla charging network, which really isn't bad. I mean, it only takes about 25 minutes to fill up, and it's like $12.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, charging at home would definitely be like peak luxury, and
Yeah.
most people that have Teslas do. You
Yeah.
can just let it fill up overnight, which is great.
Yeah, wow, you're just parked anyway.
Yeah, it's like having a gas station built into your house.
That's so nice.
I guess while I've got you talking, if you don't mind, I'd love your feedback on something.
Yeah.
The scenario that we were in, where it would have rerouted, what would you think, or I guess how would you rate the importance of it, getting that right, and not just rerouting and
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, yeah, it would probably be annoying if like every little thing caused it to reroute, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
So probably like pretty important. I think that's where like the human side comes in, where like, okay, you obviously can make the decision there, but I don't know, with AI getting like just better and better, you kind of wonder at that point if it would be like, okay, I can still continue to do this and stay on the same route, like prioritize that instead.
Sure, yeah.
But then, yeah, would that cause more accidents, or like
Yeah.
how accurate can it predict, you know?
No, it's pretty good at the routing in general. Our case there was interesting because it was more so human involved. So I guess if you take
Yeah.
that out of the equation, it would have got on the highway just fine. But I've had other cases where, like, let's say we needed to turn left in, 100 meters and we're still in the right lane.
Yes.
And it's like, you're going to miss the turn.
Will it just
and-
get you over?
Well, it should stage ahead of time to be in the left lane already, and sometimes toward the last minute it can try to get over, but if you've got cars there, it's going to be blocked off. It's not going to merge because it sees the cars.
So
It's
yeah,
in
I
the
think
plaza
so.
there.
Yeah, it's
Salon
just kind of
centric.
a weird location. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, actually, I know where we're going. I just wanted to make sure I didn't drop you on the
Okay,
wrong
cool.
side. Yeah, this is actually, I think, the first, second failure of the day.
Oh no. I love that you're just like tracking it now.
I appreciate your
that's
feedback too
awesome.
on the routing question. That's really helpful.
Yeah, of course. I think I'm kind of the same, and I bet a lot of people fall into that category of like, if I'm just seeing a friend, like what's like another 5 to 10 minutes.
Sure,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
Especially if
you
it's
can
avoiding
avoid
a probable, safe, concerning situation.
it. Right, exactly.
It's like, all right, reroute for safety. Might
I
be a little
know.
inconvenient. But if it's, like I told the last customer I asked, if it was like 3 out of 5 trips for rerouting you, it's like, okay, there might be a problem.
Yeah, then it gets kind of like annoying.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But it's hard, it's hard to.
I'm gonna get in this little lot up here so
Yeah,
this
perfect.
Jeep behind me doesn't get too impatient.
Yes, thank you for that.
That's cool. You got a professional mic here too, right?
Yeah.
A road mic, right? You shoot out like
NTG shotgun mic.
oh, do you do like podcasts in here? or
Yeah, I'm a
something like that?
YouTuber.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet, man. What's your channel?
It's CYBRLFT. It's actually that QR code right in the middle there.
Dude, perfect.
But my channel covers Tesla self-driving and getting customer reactions and such. Like it's driving itself right now. It's been in a mood today though, so
Oh, really?
we'll see.
Any close calls or?
No close calls really. Just kind of like dumb jitteriness or it deciding when it knows it needs to go straight to turn down like right on a road and waste people's time. Like no.
Oh, sweet.
So I judge it from the standpoint of it being like a RoboTaxi. Like if I wasn't here, could it get you to your destination?
Yeah.
Yeah, and today it's kind of 50-50. The first 3 trips
really?
this morning were really good, but the last 3, it's like it's done. It's like I just want to go home, stop.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
So 50% of the time it would work.
Yeah, right now, which is lower than normal for this version. Version 11's been really good, and it's been closer to like 60-65%. But
how much
I've
has it
been-
improved since like I don't know version whichever one you were using the first time?
well, when I started, it was version 10.2, about a year and a half ago, and that was pretty insane. I wouldn't use it with customers.
Oh, yeah.
It was really rocky. Like there could be a person where that Honda is, and it would just slam on the brakes and freak out. And
Damn.
it's definitely refined itself quite a bit. Coming a little fast right here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That dip worries me sometimes.
Yeah.
This thing, even with as good as it is, will yeet itself into dips, and I'm like, no.
I mean, I do that.
I want to keep my
Yeah,
front
I do
end.
that too. To be fair.
More human-like driving.
Yeah, it's a little too human sometimes. What are you doing? See right there, it's going to the right lane. Why?
Oh, damn.
I can report this to Tesla though. System again decided to get over to the right when it needs to make a left turn. Navigation seems to be messed up.
I think
Why?
straight. Yeah. Oh.
Why are you
It's-
waving
Yeah, you're
around?
not driving.
Like, jeez.
It's
There you
the
go.
Same
Forget.
kind of like right turn
Yeah,
immediately.
that
It's
is.
specifically right. It's
Jerk.
not. It hasn't happened yet to left.
It's really weird. It's probably just in a bad mood.
But like this is
There we
interesting
go.
because it's like this doesn't happen as much with the comma. It's more predictable, but it's less powerful.
Yeah. This feels like it's got a mind of its own.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
a legit deep learning AI, and it's weird sometimes where it almost feels like it gets like super confident to where it'll nearly spin the tires
Yeah. Oh shit.
and just like dive in, really impressive and assertive. And then other times, kind of like what you're experiencing, it's a little bit more unsure. Yeah, look, that's kind of cool though.
Oh my goodness.
And it's highlighting them in blue because it's actually like targeting them to wait. When the vehicles are highlighted like that, it's being extra careful. And then now the person,
Oh, they're running.
yeah.
You just ran through.
That's awesome.
That's so interesting. All right, yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
right here
be
is great.
right here anywhere.
Right on. Just kind of get you a little bit over here where it's open.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys.
Thanks so much.
Fun nerding out with you. Just hold the top button there on the handle and push the door. Perfect.